Welcome to episode 2 of How To in Roblox Islands. So in episode 1 we learned how to create a stone pickaxe and stone axe, and also how to go to the hub and mine things. We also learned how to do a few other things like harvesting wheat and things like that, but if you want to know everything you can go watch that video. In today's video we're going to learn how to get a sword and then how to go and fight mobs on islands, which is quite fun. So first thing we're going to do is go over here to our workbench tier 1 that we created in the last episode. We're going to open it, and then we want a sword. So let's type in sword, and two come up. So we have a stone sword or a wood sword. Obviously a stone sword is going to be better, so why don't we get that one? To do that we need 10 wood. So we're going to use our stone axe, because axe is what you use for wood, pickaxe is what you use for everything else. We're going to cut down our trees to get 10 wood again, and boom, we have 15 wood. We actually have more than what we need, so we're going to go back to our workbench. We're going to type in sword, and as you can see, stone sword has a little bit of a yellow icon here. That actually means that we have enough materials to craft it. So if we click on stone sword and click craft, we now have a stone sword in our inventory. Now let's organize our inventory like I taught you all last episode, and we're going to put our sword in our third slot, just like this. Now we need to actually go and find the mobs. So to do that, we're going to go to the hub, which as a reminder, you have to go through your portal. And now we've ended up in the hub. You want to follow this path, so the portal is right here. You want to follow this path all the way until you see that another little portal. They all look the same. I know it may get a bit confusing, but as you can see, we have an adventurer. That is the name of this person. If we talk to them, we can either view shop or ask about scepter. I don't know, we're not going to worry about this scepter one. We're just going to view shop. As you can see, we can buy or sell things depending on the rewards that we actually get from killing mobs. But we won't worry about this yet. We're going to go straight into the slime island portal. So now we've been teleported to a completely different area that is not actually the hub. This area has different things like fishing, has different resources like bamboo and other things like that, including more portals here and there. Now as you can see, straight off the bat, there are actually things over here that are moving. They're bouncing up and down, and there actually are mobs. If you get too closer to them, they will start attacking you. As you can see, that one just did 5 damage to me, and it did it 2 times. So now I only have 90 health left. So these are bad guys, and we need to actually kill them. So if we get our sword, make sure it's equipped, and then we use it against them, we can actually do damage. And if we do enough damage, eventually we will be able to kill them. Now, most commonly, you're going to get a slime ball, and you're going to get a slime king token. The slime king token is for spawning the boss, but that we won't talk about that into a future episode. So we got a green slime ball for killing a green slime, which is pretty obvious. As you can see, we just got more green slime balls. Now, if we wanted to kill a blue one, I think it's pretty self-explanatory, but we would get a blue slime ball, as you can see. Now, the pink slime is the rarest slime. It is the one that doesn't spawn very often. So if you see one, that is definitely the one you want to kill. Boom, there we go, we got a pink slime ball. You'll also notice that we got an ancient slime string. These can be used to craft different items in the game that, again, we'll learn about in a future episode. So don't worry about most of these things for now. They don't really matter to us. Now, as you can see, I lost a lot of our health there. I only have 50 out of 100 left. Luckily, islands is very nice, and they actually give us our health back. So slowly over time, we will get our health back, and it will eventually go back to 100. Now, if we want to go to another portal, we actually can't, because it requires combat level 7, which is a part of the skills. Now, unfortunately, we will be going through that in a future episode. I know I'm saying that a lot of things will be going through in a future episode, but right now I'm really focused on just giving you guys the basics of the game so you know exactly how to play, for when we do get into the more complicated things. If we come down here, we'll see like 2 totem things. Now we can summon Slime King, which is free. Now this Slime King is actually a boss, and as I said, bosses is something we'll go through in a later episode. Bosses are basically just the normal things, but bigger, better, stronger, and more painful. So yeah, that's basically the mob system. It is a very important part of playing islands. Like you have to fight mobs quite a lot in this game. So if you don't know how to do it, that's not very good. Anyway, so we're going to go back to our home. We have to reset because it's a bit bugged. So we're back home now, and I want to teach you a little bit on how to make different materials. So using things like a wood cutter or a stone cutter, things like that. So we're going to go back to our inventory, and we're going to put these slime things in the inventory because we don't actually need to worry about them right now. We're going to go over to the workbench tier 1 and open it. Now we want to scroll down. This is a small furnace. And this is a campfire. Both of these are quite important to us, as well as a sawmill. That is also very important. But first, we actually need to craft these 3 things. I want to craft these 3 things in this episode. So as you can see, a small furnace requires 10 iron. Now you may remember in the last episode we got iron ore. This is an iron ingot. It's a bit different, so we can't craft that yet. The sawmill also requires iron ingots, so we can't get that yet. If we go over here to the campfire, as we can see, all we need is 10 oak wood, which as we know, we can get that very easy. So we're going to get 10 oak wood. We check our inventory, we have 8 right now, and now we have 11, so that's plenty. Let's go down to our campfire, click on that, and craft. Now if we place our campfire and then open it, it's a bit different because this is how you craft things in the game. Campfires are sort of the noob version of a lot of industrial things in the game. So everyone starts off with a campfire. Now, you can actually put a few things in the campfire. The one that we're going to be focusing on the most is iron ore. So if you don't have any iron ore, that's okay. I'm going to show you how to get it again in a second. But we're going to put the iron ore in, and as you can see, it goes into this slot right here. Now as you can see, it's not doing anything right now, and that's just because we actually need to fuel the campfire. It doesn't, when you go camping in real life and you put wood on a fireplace, it doesn't just catch on fire instantly. You need a way to actually set it on fire. Now the way to do that is using coal. There's also other things you can use to do it, but the easiest way is using coal. Now to get coal is the exact same way as you get iron. You need to go to the hub and then go to the mines and then mine it. Now, I don't have enough things I don't have any coal and I don't have enough iron. So I'm going to go back to the mines so that I can actually get those things. So I'm in the mine now, as you can see, and we got to get coal. We haven't actually got coal before, so I'm going to show you exactly how to get it. As we can see, this is coal right here. It looks the exact same as iron, except for the white bits, it's actually black. Now, if we mine this, as we can see, we have coal now. Coal is a very important part of the game, and you're going to need it your entire time. Even when you're working with some of the biggest farms ever in the entire game, you're still going to need coal, because it's a very important part. So we're going to get a bit. I don't know exactly how much we need, but we're also going to get iron ore as well. I'm probably just going to get maybe 20, 30 of each. So I would suggest you guys do the exact same thing. Wow, okay, so we just mined an iron ore, and as you can see, we got a crystallized iron. That's actually a very rare drop from mining iron rocks. Crystallized iron is used for many things to craft in the game, but for right now, we don't need it. So we're going to put it in our inventory, and we might save it for later. If you didn't get one, that's completely okay. I will show you how to get it if we do need it. But yeah, that's a cool drop. Okay, so we have about 20 of each. We're going to go back to our island now, and we're going to go in here. So we're going to put some more iron in. As you can see, we have 5 in here now, and we have 16 left. If we put a piece of coal in, and a few more pieces of coal, as you can see, the campfire actually lights on fire. You'll also see this green bar that's slowly filling up. When this reaches the end, that means the iron ore has actually been what we call smelted. When the iron ore has been smelted, it will turn into a different thing, and that is actually normal iron ingots. So as you can see, we turn the iron ore into an iron ingot, which is really cool. So if we go back to our workbench, we'll see that to get a small furnace, we actually need 10 iron ingots. So if we click on here, as we can see, we need 10. So let's put 10 in here in total. We have 2 iron ingots now, and we have 8 in here. So when this is finished smelting, we'll be able to have 10 in total. So if you want to go make a drink or get a bit of food while this is happening, that is fine. That's definitely what I'm going to do. Okay, so as we can see, all of our iron ore that we put in has now been smelted into iron ingots. So I keep messing it up. And we have 10 iron ingots now. We go over here to our workbench. As we can see, we have all the things we need. We had 10 stone and we have 10 iron ingots. So we can actually craft a small furnace. A small furnace is the exact same as a campfire, except faster, and it can hold more things at a time. So we're going to take our coal out of here because we don't want to use the campfire anymore. And in the small furnace, we're going to put in the rest of our iron ore, and we're going to put our coal in here to make it go on fire. And it will do it. As you can see, it's probably a bit faster, just a little bit though. Now, if we look back in here, we actually are aiming towards making a sawmill. A sawmill, we need 10 oak wood and 10 iron ingots. So we're going to get the wood now while we're waiting for that to smelt. As I said, we need 10. Okay, as we can see, 2 has already smelted. Now we just got a bit more to go. So let's take another break. Okay, perfect. We now have 10 iron ingots ready to go again. So we're going to go into our workbench and we're going to go down to a sawmill and we're going to craft a sawmill. Perfect. Now we're going to place that down. Now a sawmill is a bit different to this furnace and the campfire. A sawmill is actually purely made to turn oak wood into oak planks. So if we place our oak wood in here, it will work the exact same way as the smelter with the iron. We can put our wood in here, we'll just put 10 for now, and we'll put our coal in as well to fuel it, as we have with all the other items. It will animate, which is pretty cool, and inside it will turn oak wood, drumroll please, into oak planks. Now for me, it has turned it into 8, but for you it won't do that. The only reason it's done it for me is because of my skill level, but for you it will most likely only be 1 or 2. So yeah, that is really cool. Now something I didn't tell you before is with these oak wood, with the oak wood and with the oak planks, we can actually place these. So if we place the oak wood there, boom, now we can create a tree like that. We can also place the wood planks, so now we can maybe make a house. We can also place our stone, so now we have a stone. Boom, we can place that there and that there. Let's make a quick little house. Boom, it's not a house really, but it's sort of like a shop, like a sawmill out the window. And yeah, that's really cool. So you can build literally whatever your heart desires. Anything you could ever want in the game, you can build it. Anyway, we're gonna end off this video here. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you smash the subscribe button and like button. Join my Discord link in the description down below, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye guys.
Everybody's watching, all eyes on me.